Some of you have a gold mine right in front of you, but you need to shift into the correct vehicle. Instead of getting the thing, I'm investing in the thing that can get me the thing. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of time talking to you about why most people are stuck, how money is made, and the amount of money that you're going to make is going to be directly related to your ability to understand, and not only understand, right? To understand and to receive what I'm saying and to implement this into your life, okay? This is a hierarchy, right? To making money, the different types of money. How do I know this is true? You guys know me from staffing. There are other people who know me from different worlds. I make money in all of those worlds. Why? Because staffing is a vehicle. My identity is I am an award-winning entrepreneur. I know how to make money. I enjoy making money. I am good at making money. Why do I say that? Because there was a time when I walked around saying, I'm so passionate about healthcare, and I am so passionate about people having the right care and staffing ratios being adequate in facilities. And I'm passionate about helping people maximize their life. All of that is true. I have passions, guys, that I'll never get paid for. You may have passions that you may not get paid for either. But we cannot explore those areas if we're always worried about the next whatever and how much it's gonna cost. And so I want to teach you to move yourself out of that hierarchy of more letters. I did it. I went from CNA, I was a CNA before I was a nurse, to nursing. At the time I got fired, I was actually moving into nursing administration. I was working higher, and I was in the pursuit, I was gonna go back to school. All these letters, all this education, but I'm still limited, I'm capped. And so I've made more than most neurosurgeons make all year in a day, and it could be verified. But I had to get out of that system. I don't say that to impress you. I say that because I want you to know what I'm sharing with you is not theory. This is not Nicole guessing. It's not theory. It's a science, observable, measurable, and repeatable. And you wouldn't have to believe me if I was telling you that I only did it. How many of you saw Alyssa's interview last night? You heard her say, right? She's up to 5 million now. And she made her first million, if I'm not mistaken, in 7 months. But she had to change the system. So at the lowest part of your money making, there is muscle money. This is when you got to do something to make money. Nicole has to run up and down the hall doing all these things. It requires me to actually be doing the thing to make money. That is muscle money. Muscle money is for amateurs. Listen, don't get mad at me in this challenge. This is a challenge. My team is currently 100% entrepreneurs, okay? I love working with entrepreneurs. Why do I say that? Because there are people who come in and support your business. You guys will all have employees. You'll have people who do not want to be entrepreneurs. When you signed up for this challenge, you said to me, hey, I am an entrepreneur. I want to be an entrepreneur. And so our language is different. We cannot make muscle money as entrepreneurs. That's not lasting money. Okay? Muscle money is for amateurs. You have to do the thing to get paid. You can get paid well. I was talking to a barber. He's done amazing. As a barber, he's cashing out thousands of dollars. He's doing all these things. And then I told him, I said, this is good until you get sick or your family gets sick or there's an emergency and you can't get behind that chair. So 10,000 might sound great to you right now, but we might need to look at renting some of these chairs out. We might need to look at other things, because if you stay stuck at muscle money, you're going to limit your money and your options. The next is management money. You have maybe a team, or you might be a step up on the ladder. Management money is capped also, because it still requires you to be the leader. You're still actively involved in the processes and things like that. I had someone tell me she made $1.6, $1.5 million. And when she told me what she did all day, I was exhausted. I say that respectfully, right? Because this is how we talk sometimes. So that's not condescending. But I'm like, girl, I'm tired for you. You are a high paid manager. This is not a business. You are running 57 different directions. There are no systems, no processes. That doesn't impress me, because I did that before and I lost everything. That's not lasting money. And so even in our careers, sometimes we take the next step, which we think is great, but management money has a limitation also. Now, Here's what I want you to think. What would it take for you to go from management money to mastery money? And this is where I want you to be, right? So if we want to multiply, we don't add in business. A lot of entrepreneurs are out here adding and subtracting. We multiply. So you've got to learn how to make money exponentially. Why? Because Nicole loves money? No, because I want your business to last. Money will afford you options that passion will not. So mastery money is when you develop yourself as a leader. One of the reasons I'm so intentional about, we're not going to just teach you staffing. There's a lot of business lessons is because after losing everything, thankfully I had someone step into my life and say, hey, if you're going to do the work, then I'm going to support you. If you're willing to invest your time, your energy, your resources, I can support you, but you can't rebuild what you had before. And so what did that mean? What is mastery money? Mastery money is when you really become a leader. And guess what else you do? You train other leaders. Guess what else masters have? Operating processes. No one has to come and ask me a question because guess what? When we go through a scenario or a situation, I create a process for it. There was a time when my phone was ringing day or night. Come on, my husband probably wanted to throw me out the bedroom because people were calling me up to midnight at night. So Nicole, this is happening at the facility. How do you want to handle it? And he's like, this is not it. You got to fix this. Why are people calling you all day and night, right? So then I developed processes that in my absence, there was a time when I needed to step away from my business to focus on being a wife and prioritize my home. I did that for 2 years and made more money than I made the years prior, and they followed my operating processes. When you learn to be a master, operate at a higher level, it is very possible to have a self-managing company. Most entrepreneurs convince themselves that because we feel good about work, so we're willing to work harder and keep doing the things because we've always been rewarded for work. And so even when it's not working, we'll keep doing the same thing year after year after year after year because we're committed to something that we learned when we were 18 or 19, 20 years old. But the problem is now we're 40, 50, 60, and 70, still using the same things that got us in the place that we're in now, that we're not happy about being in, but we're committed because we learned it before. The problem is you're not the person you were then. You got to give up that identity and you have to be willing to go higher. I went to school. What am I going to do with my education? I was in school for, bring your education with you. Bring it up here. You need to learn how to rally the troops. You need to be able to create a movement in your staffing firm. I was asked yesterday in the VIP session, how will I get nurses to work for me? This is all about structuring your firm in a way, guess what? That you become so irresistible to the nurses, the doctors, the nurse practitioners in your area that who else would they go work for? Why else would they go work for someone? It's that simple. Become a master. I'm rarely looking for people to come and work for me. More than often, people are asking to come and work for me. And I don't say that to be brag. I want you to get that. Like, we're being sold is hard. Oh my God, there's a nurses shortage. When people tell me there's a nurses shortage, I could like scream. I really could. Okay, and here's the highest level. Now, mastery money, that'll take you into the millions. Management money, it might take you into the millions, but it's gonna cost you something. And then there is mind money. I am so thankful to be at a season in my life where I now get paid to think. So when I was getting these calls during the pandemic, these billionaires, they wanted to invest in my thoughts about staffing. Once you become a master, your job is now to bring the vision higher and higher. You get paid to think. I have an amazing team of individuals. You know, when they reach out to me, when there is a problem that I need to think through that is beyond their skill set. And so I'm now in a space where I'm creating and creating and creating and going higher and higher and higher because I've learned that my mind is the most valuable thing, which is why I invested millions of dollars. I could have 10 phantoms right now. A phantom is about 400 grand, give or take. And the reason I say that is because instead of investing in phantoms, now it's not judge. If you have one, that's you. Like, it's not judgment. This is me saying that instead of getting the thing, I'm investing in the thing that can get me the thing over and over and over again. And what you're gonna find when you have the ability to get the thing, a lot of times you don't even want the thing. Work at the highest level always. I want you to get that. Think about how can I go to the next level right where you are? What is the next level?